left, but he's here with us at all times, man. It's your boy Hendo G for another great episode of Old Heads, episode 155. Shit, like I said, I go by many aliases, man. French Loaf, the man who be smoking that stuff. Also with my band co-host.
Your boy Bills, a.k.a. Belito, Big Bags the Third, a.k.a. B.I., a.k.a. The Truth, with an F.
That was way,
quick, man.
that was way better, man. It's just us today, man. Once again, missing our leader, man, taking care of some family functions, so everything all good with that. But we're going to kick off another great episode, man. Make sure like and subscribe. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As we kick off the show every other time, man, Hendo's hot takes, man. Hot take of the day, man. It's training time right now, man. Everybody's back in football. Everybody's training, but we having a long list of injuries. It's kind of looking like teams like the Lions, you know, kind of going into the same situation as they was going into last year. It's a fistful of injuries. I believe Justin Fields had to get carted off toe. There's a couple big receivers out here going day to day right now. A couple linebackers, some linemen, a couple torn Achilles. So you guys got to be understand, man, this training camp ain't no joke. A lot of people are going to get hurt during these training camp. The heat's up, and it's, you know, a lot of people are fighting for these roster spots. So it's very important for these guys to be on there, you know. For the guys who, you know, are having them season-ending injuries, it sucks, man. You know, we all want to see you on the field regardless if you're on a team we don't agree with or whatever. We still want to see your talents out there. So, man, make sure you guys are out there training healthy, man, and take care of yourselves, man. But before we get into the meat of conversation, we got to send a big-ass RIP out to the rock and roll legend, man, Ozzy Osbourne, who passed away. Also, one of the biggest cast members on the Cosby Show, as far as I know it, damn near second near to Bill himself, man, Malcolm Jamal Warner. And we got to give out a big, big RIP to one of the best wrestlers that I've ever known and seen, man, Hulk Hogan, man. We lost these fellas, it seemed like, day after day after day, man. Three great play people in 3 days, man. So super big condolences out to y'all family. Like I said, I know it was a huge loss for us to see it, so I can imagine what it's like for family and friends. So big RIP to some of those legends right there.
Shout out, man. RIP.
So we're gonna get into our first little segment of the day. We're gonna talk about how you feel about Hulk Hogan's death. I feel like we got a couple people, couple brothers out here that's not really feeling dog because of his we'll say his recent actions or support. I know for the community this could be, you know, something different, but how do you kind of feel about, you know, the death of, you know, maybe a legend who just probably got old and just kind of showed his true colors?
I'm from the old school, boy. I'm one of them people, if somebody passed away, it's all respect, man. I'm not going to trash your name, your legacy, none of that. It's enough shit-ass people out here that's going to do it. You know what I mean? I'm going to pay this side of the line, man. And see, I'm one of them niggas that the way I feel like you got to carry yourself a certain way. You know, and I'm always going to carry myself a certain way. I don't want to be known for talking shit about somebody who dead. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain level of respect that if you disagree with the quote-unquote racism, views of racist or whatever, guess what, man? Your mama racist. Your daddy racist, nigga. Your great-grandparent, everybody racist, nigga. Everybody got a little something in them that when they see a certain person or whatever, they kind of like a cop. They kind of, you know what I'm saying, look at it, they kind of think they know.
Predetermined feelings.
Yeah, you predetermine what you think you know about somebody before you know them type shit. And without knowing all these people, it's hard to judge. Now, I'm not here to sit up and try to figure out if motherfucker is racist or not. I know he passed away, and he was somebody that, as a kid, we looked up to this dude. He was all on TV, cartoons, you know what I'm saying? The hopes that it was a good time. You know what I'm saying? So for that show to be gone, I'm not going to like, look, it's one of those situations where you kind of got to separate the man from the art because his indiscretions don't take away from the happiness that I already had. You know what I'm saying? I was already, you know what I'm saying? They had the little thumb wrenching toy and shit, put a little on your finger, you thumb wrench them motherfuckers with it. He had one of them, all types of shit, man, paraphernalia shit. Like, we fuck with Hulk Hogan, man. We fuck with the Hulkster, man, and I'm going to leave it at that. But I may say something later on in the trade or something.
I pretty much agree with what B.I. saying, man. I'm not going to chalk up a lifelong of good memories and stuff due to some off out the ring type situations. When it came down to his daughter, where some comments were made, he didn't really want her dating a black man. She was, and he didn't really care for that. There's nothing wrong with that. This is your daughter. You have a certain eyes for your daughter. That doesn't necessarily make you racist. What you say behind that will make you racist. I mourn for the family. I mourn for whoever was I'm not going to let here and just because you chose who you chose for your presidency and you chose to ride behind is not going to ruin what you've done so great in my eyes to me. I mean, nobody's perfect out here. We all fuck up. This man was married like 3 or 4 times. Nothing's really perfect. But at the same time, let's pay this man his due respects. He gave his life to the sport of wrestling, and he left it at that. Regardless of, you like them last couple of years, that doesn't mean shit. I mean, if there's 20 good years, what's 3 bad years? In my eyes, you know what I'm saying? You gave so much goodness that, you might have been a piece of shit behind the door, but I'll never know. And if you were a racist, I didn't really see it. There's some comments they made got screwed, but I didn't really take him as that. He might not have liked certain guys like that, but this man just, for what I've seen him do with other guys, as far as like, what's my man, Tiny Liston, Debo.
Yeah.
He worked hand in hand with Debo. He worked hand in hand with a lot of these brothers that we might, granted him in the Macho Man, and he's not a Macho Man or, a Razor Ramon where he was like in the hood, but he gave a lot of kids hope, inspired them to be. If you ask a lot of them what their favorite wrestler is, you're going to hear Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
so
he was top dog.
He was top dog, man. So, respect that man, respect his family, don't let, just because this man voted for a president you may or may not like, don't let that be the reason why you talk shit about this man, because you really shouldn't, man. This man gave his life to this sport, man, and you got to tip your hat off to that, man. Got to.
Man. That's all I can say is R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing left but the memories, but it was some good ones.
It was a good one, man. You was one of the top wrestlers in my eyes, so.
She went from one ring to another ring. Clarissa Shields say she got the $15 million to fight Layla Ali. Should this fight even happen? And if so, who wins?
This is going to be a tough one for me because this is kind of like the young pup versus the old dog. Layla hasn't strapped on and probably been like trainingly active.
On.
Funny as fuck.
That's what she said.
But she ain't put the gloves on in probably I want at least maybe 8 to 10 years.
Yeah.
And Clarissa Shields is up and coming. She was just fighting last month. Like there's a gap in it. There's a gap in there, and this is a fight that should happen because it's very rare we get to see 2 dominant females in the same sport like this give us something so entertainment that even the males is like.
You think Ali still like that? You think she got something for Clarissa?
I don't know, but when she left the game, she was at the top of her league. So it'd be like John Jones, in my eyes, taking off 10 years, coming back at like 48 or 49 and fighting the top dog up and coming right now. That's not all. I mean, I'm not even going to say Clarissa Shields not proven. It's just she's running out of opponents. Yeah. Kind of like Layla Ali did. She ran out of
opponents, and that's what I was thinking.
That's why this
is
huge.
Who was she really even fighting? Because
Becky.
Female boxing wasn't even a thing like that back then.
So I think she was. Yeah, you're right, and I agree.
I'm afraid for Ali, to be very honest. I mean, I've never seen her in the ring with a fighter like Clarissa, where that back in the day, because I always heard about George Foreman, but I wasn't around to see it. You know what I was around for? When George Foreman came back, and he was all out of shape, heavy as hell. This dude knocked out this one white boy so bad, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I remember the fight when I was young, but I didn't know the guy's name he fought. And then, I just seen the clip of it the other day. And they, came out the corner, to start the motherfucker, whatever round it was. And the way George was just kind of walking up on him. And then he kind of bopped like this to the left. And then as he was walking up on him, came right up with a motherfucking uppercut. I mean, it was, and George loved to twist. It looked like he don't just throw a punch standing there. He twists his body. So, and that's where all that power coming from. The way he twisted, it like he barely caught him, but he just, dude damn near died. This dude damn near got his neck broke, and then the ref trying to pull George away. George, when he hit him like this, he turned. He didn't see how he just damaged this dude's whole neck. So he came back with a right hand as the ref was grabbing him and helped dude to the motherfucking floor after he was dead. It looked like, I mean, he didn't die, but of course it looked like, you know what I mean, dude was like real fucked up. And I wonder about shit like that with Ali because I've never seen her take a punch. I never seen her against great competition. When we just seen the last fight, Serrano against what was old girl named Taylor, or what's her name? I forget who just won. But yeah, man, like honestly, those fighters, they look like fighters. I think those women to give Ali, you know what I mean, a hell of a run for motherfucking money. I don't think, I think she's too old. I think she's too old to be coming back, and I'm not sure if she was ever that good. I wasn't really watching those fights, and when I go back and see clips, I don't see her really.
But I think there's a weight class difference in their fight, and that's what I think this comes down to, because I think Miss Ali is a little bit taller and a little bit heavier than a Clarissa Shields. But the thing that I've seen with Clarissa Shields that is crazy to me is she's just not a boxer. She did like a little bit small. It's not exactly UFC, but it's a mixed martial arts type thing too. Like she's done like damn near every boxing thing, like bare knuckle, like you know what I'm saying, mixed martial art fighting where they can take you down. She just put hands on them. Like she's just an all around fighter. Like I've watched this lady really go through the test of time and do like all the things there is to fight on the lady's behalf, and she's basically excelled at everything. She's lost a few matches, but she's a fighter and she's up and coming. She does all fighting, like every fighting. Like Layla just did boxing. Like she's a little bit different. But Layla did say put that money up. She'd need like a $15 million.
Yeah, that shit happened so quick. I feel like because this is the fight she wants. Shit and didn't know that shit could probably happen that quick. I'm not sure she really wanted to accept this fight. I think she was talking shit when she said put that money up, and then Clarissa said, "Oh, we got this money," and we ain't heard a response from Ali yet.
Because she really has to weigh out these options. This is something that's weighable, like because the 15 million is just getting her there. We're not even talking about like box office stuff, where this gonna go, opening gates, sell out tickets. We not even got to the streaming views. We didn't even get to this. This could be one of the highest female boxing events of all time. Like for all we know, you know what I'm saying? This could be a millionaire tap. So we haven't even talked about that yet. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that money's up, it's kind of like you need to do one thing: either shut up or buckle up.
I'm trying to tell you.
So
should get off the pot.
Yeah. We also gonna kick into our Black Fact of the Week. We're gonna go back and talk about the Black Fact. A lot of people talk about Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier of baseball, but the first African American to play professional baseball was William Edward White in 1879. While he did this while passing as a white man. So this has to be one of the biggest lies ever, one of the biggest what ifs, because mind you, this man was literally dressing up as a white man, coming in here, hitting all this, talking like he was fitting the form. Whole time he was a brother, man.
I'm gonna need to see that movie.
Yeah, that's,
you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Somebody wants to do this.
Man, do this movie.
It's like a Black Klansman when dog was dressing up as a talking on the phone and shit.
I've never actually seen that movie.
That was a great movie. It was a great movie, brother.
That's funny.
He had got in a little too deep. He was like, but they asked him to show up, so they had to send somebody else. It was really just a black man on the phone.
What the fuck, dog? Yeah, I always wanted to see that. I never actually got a chance. Spike Lee actually coming out with a new movie too, with Denzel again and shit.
Yeah, that shit looks great. I mean, there's a lot of great looking actors in there. I'm glad they ass doing that shit. All right, man. We're getting into the next one, man. President Trump wants to change the name of the Commanders back to the Redskins. Is he right, or should he stay out of NFL business?
He's obviously wrong. That's why the name is not motherfucking the Redskins anymore. Two, he should stay the fuck away from football as far as possible. All of his opinions have been whack as a bitch. This motherfucker has stirred up all types of motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, ruckus and shit with his motherfucking comments about football, making them political and shit. When this is a goddamn game, you putting too much stock into these motherfuckers, man. Why don't you put some stock into your wife, into your kids, into your family, your friends, you know what I'm saying, and build up community around you instead of holding these goddamn people to a higher standard and changing the narrative to make people look bogus. This is the most petty shit ever. All of that, without even mentioning the fact that this dude had something to do with football back in the day. It was called the USFL or some shit?
Yeah.
And that went under. Look, man, this dude has proven time and time again he is a nuisance when it comes to any damn conversation, let alone football. He's fucked this shit up several times. Any conversation about it, any topic, you know what I'm saying, any business, he's fucked it all up. So I don't know why the hell he would even think. I guess, being a president and all, I guess he can just say what he want to say. But no one should be taking this guy seriously, man. To me, Trump is one of them dudes where, like, you know what I'm saying, you always be around motherfuckers. They're like, it's always one dude in the room to be saying some shit. And you don't really, you don't get up in arms about their comments, although they're off the wall as a motherfucker.
Yeah, man, that's just
because it's like, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You really care about the people whose opinion you value when they say some bullshit. If you walking in the corner store, the liquor store, some shit, and there's some dude asks for some change or whatever, and you get a nigga a quarter, but he wanted $1, then he call you a name and shit.
You broke ass nigga.
Yeah, you can fight this nigga if you want to. He got the time for you. Or you can just be like, man, look at dude, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I do Trump. That's how I think of Trump. It's just like no matter what he say, it's just like, man, whatever. Until, he says some shit real fucked that's gonna fuck up everything for the cut off Medicaid. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that is important, but basically everything this motherfucker be talking about, that's like not gonna directly affect us, that it's just his opinion and it's some of the weirdest shit ever. I'm never gonna trust a motherfucker who out here grabbing motherfuckers by the pussy this year and got the nuts to say this shit in front of every motherfucking body. Like, this dude is weird as hell. The haircut, nigga, everything is so weird about this guy's. And we forced to listen to this motherfucker.
I think when it comes to like certain things, man, I like to keep the two completely separate. I don't think politics should play a part in anything with football. I mean, you're definitely entitled to your opinion, but whether or what the Commanders or Redskins choose they call themselves for that year really don't come down to you unless you're paying money to put forth to that. That's what it comes down to. You're not the owner. You're not the president. Probably not a fan. So what the fuck does it matter what the name of the goddamn Commanders or the Redskins mean to you? Do you want to change the name of the Cowboys to the Cowhoots? Nah, it doesn't fucking matter. You're not putting in this. This is not this could be of your interest, but you're not funding this to give an opinion like that unless you're putting money towards the football and giving the Commanders money. Like, here, I'm giving you $3 million, change that shit back. Shut the fuck up about it, though.
He ain't even a fan. So why does it even fucking matter to him? Why would it even matter? I feel like at a certain point in time, this dude just want to stir up some controversy or some shit. Because, like, I don't know if he got, like, people around who's like, hey, man, these are some buzzwords. You say this and shit, you get a lot of clicks and likes. You may not be the best president ever, but you're going to be the most popular or some shit. I don't know if he got a Jerry Jones approach to his candidacy. You know what I'm saying? Where he just like the attention. It don't matter if he's winning or losing.
Earlier I said that Trump,
he just liked the attention. Any publicity is good publicity type shit.
I literally said that earlier when I was talking to my guy online. I said Trump is literally the Jerry Jones of presidents.
I just thought of it.
No, dead ass. I literally said that same exact thing. No, because his approach on how he goes through, you buy a lot of things, shit might fail, like, well, whatever, it's mine, so fuck it, I can fuck up if I want to, and so what? Yeah. I called him a nigga, and
I'll be focused in public.
We got pictures of Jerry Jones throwing stones at niggas and shit like, get out my school, nigga, like shit like this, but they still going to the games, niggas still buying Cowboy jerseys, and that's what I'm saying. There's an approach to it. That's why that was funny you said that, because that's kind of like how Trump goes about his presidency. Like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. If y'all like it, y'all like it. If you don't, oh well, like that's exactly what Jerry Jones.
Circumstance.
That's why I said that. They're two like similar mind thought people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said that. He's like the Jerry Jones of presidents, Jerry Jones of owners. Like, yeah, that's funny. I said that earlier.
Yeah, man, that's ill, man. Like, I guess we all just subject to this shit right now. But
I just don't think it's really of your concern to have to vocalize it like that, tweet it, repost it, whatever you want to do. It doesn't make a sense, Whatever the owner, the president, them, whatever they agree on is what it is. What it is at one point I felt and other people felt like it was kind of a derogatory name. But it's crazy, as soon as it stopped, then the people came back and was like, you know what, we kind of liked it. So,
crazy.
Yo. Okay, take it how you want. So, whatever. I was told by a native person, anytime you see their face as a logo like that, that's disrespectful. So
like the Cleveland Indians and
it's
shit.
super disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying?
But
My
hey,
daughter said Indians the other day. She was making a little noise like a lot of kids do. Blah, 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 blah.
oh my
And
God.
she said Indians. You know what I'm saying? And I said those are Native Americans. Indians
Right.
are people who live in India. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Facts.
Shit. Next on the slate here, we got Ryan Poles, man. He was given an extension by the Bears. Is this the right move? For me, that is 100% yes. We were in complete disarray. This motherfucker that came through and changed players, changed motherfucking coaches. This is how you start making change. You got it's levels to shit, and good organizations are
He's
good
the
on every
Obama of the
level.
Bears. He's making change.
He is. We need him. We need him. We knew we needed him. We knew we needed a GM. We knew we needed coaches. We knew we needed players. It didn't matter what player. It don't matter what players you got. If the coaching ain't top tier, and when I say top tier, I mean it. Because it's one thing to be a good coach, but everybody know in sports, it's certain coaches that's playing for the championship every year. They got championship goals and vibes every year. Other coaches are like, okay, well, like you see what I'm saying? On the real, like that Philly coach, I forget his name. What's the name? The Eagles.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
nobody. Yeah.
Yeah, man, like certain coaches that, out San Fran, it's certain teams, they not just playing for the playoff. They think Shanahan, they think they can win it all. And a lot of times they right. Because those organizations are set up where they have a good GM that pick players. They have a good coach like Shanahan. They do have some decent players. Even when they got not so good players, when upper management is working like that, you're giving yourself a shot on the field. And that's what Ryan Poles give us. Because we never had a shot. It didn't matter what players we had. Players can leave our team, go somewhere else, win the damn Super Bowl at their position. It don't matter the players. The players matter, but you need coaching. And you need a GM who can get the players. And you need an owner who will step the fuck out the way. Like a whole bunch of shit you need to make it all flow right, but it ain't just the players on the field. So Ryan came in doing his job, and we needed that motherfucker desperately at that time.
I think this has to be one of the biggest steps going forwards since getting Ben Johnson. What Ryan Poles has done for the Bears has been everything but overachieving. This man has literally turned the face of the franchise all the way around for either way the good or for worse. But the moves that he immediately made to try to make a difference were legendary. The trade to get DJ Moore, the picks that we acquired from the Panthers,
perfectly.
That was crazy.
He did such a good job where if our team don't do good on the field,
we still got future.
You can't even blame him.
But see,
because you like, no, he did what he was supposed to do.
But
though.
he put us in an even better position. Not only is he getting good pieces currently, but now we have an actual future. For instance, if some don't work out, running back, tight end, we got a nice draft pick going in the next year, like a top 20. We're in a good position. I haven't seen the Bears get this many top picks in consecutive years in a very, very long time to where you can make quality moves. Yeah. I've seen the most trade activities. I've seen the most draft activities. They're really active, and he really not only did he put some pieces into play, but he came through, he changed the whole staffing unit. He changed the whole, and right now it's about changing the culture. He has brought that same culture that he had when he was over with Kansas City, and he's brought over a winning culture to the point where we can actually start winning games and looking good while we're doing it. And that was so important because at first we really didn't have a culture or identity, and we were paying guys way too much money for positions that we could draft. We just had crazy, outrageous contracts, man. He had to get rid of Khalil Mack. I was sad about that, but I understood. This man was doing too much on the money side. Before that, we were signing some of the dumbest contracts, some of the stupidest contracts. We were paying quarterbacks $18 and $25 million to sit down and not do something. We was paying Nick Foles to do nothing damn near, just sit on the bench. We was paying Mike Glennon Band-Aid money. This man was catching like 35 mil, stupid shit. It was ugly. But now we have contracts that make sense. paying defense. Got a lot of guys on rookie contracts. Don't have to pay them till shit get good or they start playing good. That's a flex. That's another 3 years. A running back, a running back, a wide receiver, a quarterback. Those are 3 key fucking positions. Then we went locked in some offensive linemen. We got some tight ends on both sides. We got, you know, who we already have. Then we get Loveland.
I got a question. What is our ceiling? That's not even written down. What is our ceiling with this group? As far as not all the players, some of the players gonna change or whatever. Say if you thinking like 3 years, 5 years, like, cause I'm thinking within 6 years, I feel like we should win a Super Bowl. If we keep making good moves in the draft and we keep making specific trades to be better on the field and better off on the books, like we have been, that's only important. Going up, bro. I don't know, man. I don't want to overshoot this. But I definitely see the NFC Championship game within our future in 5 years. I don't know how we can't. We literally just, and I feel sorry for them boys in Detroit. They don't even see how we just took a great weapon from y'all, bro. We just took nice coaches from y'all. Like, seriously, that's gonna matter. Your play call is gone, bro. If you don't think that's important,
both sides.
I hope they got somebody. I hope whoever the hell they got is good, because I don't want them to completely fall off the map. But bro, it's gonna be a difference. We about to see that for sure.
Well, this
I want to see their schedule to see if they start off 0-3 or some shit fucking around. You fucking got a bad schedule too? Oh hell no.
The thing about that is things can bounce back. We literally watched the Eagles do the same thing about 2 years ago. They got rid of their offensive coordinator and their defensive coordinator. I wouldn't say they sucked. They struggled the year after. Right. Then the year after, they win the Super Bowl. Like,
and they just fired the offensive coordinator again this year.
Right.
Or did he just leave? Either one.
He left for a head position again. But either way, this can happen. It's just how to bounce back. The Lions are in a good enough position where they have Jared Goff at a very heightened time of his career. He's arguably probably in his prime, playing some of his best ball. I'm not going to say that he's digressed from when he was with the Rams, but he's playing good ball. And sometimes you can pass on good coaching if you have a great to good quarterback, and you can make those because he has to make the on the fields. You can give me the X's and O's, but I have to make that dot count. So with that being said, I think they're just putting a lot of weight on Jared Goff and making him earn that money that they've signed him to. And sometimes a lot of teams do that. Sometimes they'll strip you of good coaching. They're just like, look, you have all the talents we've seen. It's not about coaching. It's you and what you can do on the field. And sometimes we got to see that too. Coaching is very important.
It's very important. That play calling in football.
Like, for instance, Shanahan, we talk about his play calling has made Brock Purdy a millionaire.
Yeah.
His play calling, not Brock Purdy, Purdy going out there and making these hits. And I'm not saying he's doing bad, but great play calling has made this man a millionaire.
I love the teams where you just don't know who's about to get the ball when they hike it. Whether it's San Fran, whether it's the Rams, I love the fucking Rams. I love me, babe. I love it when it's, bro, you gotta confuse motherfuckers, man.
You can't just
run right up here and line straight up and run right out.
Some teams have such cold niggas that they can hit this nigga back to back to back to back to back, and you can't stop it because that's how they used to play back in the day. They used to run Emmitt Smith down your motherfucking throat. Irvin, Rice. They, man, goddamn, throw to somebody else.
Well,
he done had 289 got receiving yards and shit. This nigga got 3 or 4 touchdowns and shit. Like, come on, man. So some motherfuckers juice it, but some good. But I think right now, I think Poles has really put us in a nice place because, like I said, this normally I'm used to having lower picks, getting good pieces, but having lower draft picks. And this is kind of a time where we have great draft picks and we're picking up great free agents and we're just making shit happen, man. And I haven't seen us be this active in a very long time. It's exciting. Yeah. Every year, win or lose, it's becoming more exciting, especially with Poles and especially with Ben Johnson. So
you're putting us in a situation where I'm not sure. I don't want to jump the gun and say what our ceiling at the Super Bowl, but it's pretty high. It's up there. To be very honest, I would be shocked within 4 or 5 years if we not in the NFC Championship game.
I would.
With the way this shit is fluctuating,
but
San Francisco was a big powerhouse.
But you gotta watch other niggas too.
Them dudes are on the way down. They got great coaching, but they losing players.
That
San Fran.
Well, not only think about. There's two things that's always going to be known true about San Fran, no matter what year it is. And I hate to typecast them like this, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. A, they're going to play hard, but B, they're going to be injured by the time they need to go somewhere because they play so fucking hard.
I hate to calculate injuries, but it's the truth though.
It's the truth
like
though.
And that's why I say the Bears.
Hurt.
And this is why I say the Bears. Because Saquon Barkley gets hurt
Yes.
all the time. He went through a whole season last year where he didn't get hurt. I'm just saying, knock on wood, I hope he don't get hurt ever again in his career. But the reality of the matter is, him and McCaffrey, these guys get hurt every fucking year in some way. They're finna sit out some motherfucking games. So San Fran, that window was basically done too, because now you want McCaffrey to come back from injury and be as good as he was without getting injured again. You're asking the impossible, man.
But the thing is they need him to be healthy to get those wins. If they don't have him, those might not translate into wins because a lot of their good wins last year came off the back of, you know what I'm saying, McCarthy, or whatever my man is, my man for the 49ers.
McCaffrey, you talking about Purdy?
No, McCaffrey came off him having great games.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that year before, he got hurt last year.
Right.
And then their season was whack. They was trying them other running backs.
All I'm saying is I think they put a lot of weight on him being healthy to have them win games. If he's not there, that hurts him. Yeah. That's a big hurt.
That's a big, man.
Like I said, if, you know what I'm saying, if the Eagles running back, Barkley happen to go down, they might not have that team again right now because he got them.
I thought he was the MVP last year.
I did too.
Quadras Cup. So I mean, and I'm not trying to wish nothing on nobody, but injuries happen. This is fucking football. It's hard to calculate injuries, and I don't want to do it and don't want to wish it on nobody. So it's a fucked up gray space that we in right now. But the reality of the matter is, the top dogs, the top teams, San Francisco, Philly. You look at the injuries that make them go. Right. That dude is gonna be hurt all the time. So then, where does that leave you if you're a Chicago Bear team within the next 5 years? It's opening windows. It's opening it's too many. It's a championship window, at least an NFC championship window. That's what I would say for the Bears. Because of moving on because we actually on the come up and we got more picks and all that there. I should have switched it on up on you. But yeah, man. We're gonna move right on along to the next question here. We got
let's go to the Honey Badger, man.
We can do the Honey Badger, dog. Because that's just what we're taking off the list.
Yeah, I agree with that. So.
Yeah, Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger. Is he a Hall of Famer when it's all said?
Oh, don't forget he retired though. He retired.
He did retire.
He did retire.
Okay. Is he gonna be a Hall of Famer or is he just Hall of Good?
I think we talk about that position. That's a tough position, all right? Playing corner, because that's his position. I think corner is probably the 4th to 5th, maybe even 6th toughest position on the field. His body of work is decent. He's locked up some of the best. I think
he won a Super Bowl with Kansas
that
City.
Championship with Kansas City put him over the top. I think it's hard to say if he's gonna be a first round.
He's definitely not
a first, of one of them ballots. But I do think he's eventually a Hall of Famer. I really do. He has a nice body of work. I've always liked his play. He's always worked hard. You don't get the name of Honey Badger for nothing. I think he's a Hall of Famer. I don't know first ballot, but maybe it all depends on who's on that first ballot though too. Because if there's some guys up there, you're like, yeah, all right, he's probably the best one on here type shit, which has happened before. Yeah. It can very much, but I think it's a Hall of Famer, man. I go ahead and give him his dues, man.
I think he is. I just think it's gonna take plenty ballots.
You think we're like 3 or 4?
At least. I don't know. I don't even know how many times you can, be eligible, but it's gonna take a long ass time.
You could be forever eligible.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. And it's gonna take a long ass time. He gonna be one of them dudes that's probably old when he get his whatever.
You think so?
I would have to look up his stats to be very honest and compare them shits to.
I mean, what's the stats like interceptions or like the Niles? Because this is tough. Because like you have to really look down at shutdown. So you have to look like who he was guarding, the percentage he let catch on her, the vicinity. It's like you can't really go like head ups. You got to look at what he did, what zone, man to man.
Since you watched them more than I did, let me ask you this: were they throwing his way a lot? Or was he one of those guys that they avoided throwing to his side of the field when he was over there?
He had his days.
Because if it's like that, then you gotta look at numbers differently. They can be lowered because as far as interceptions, because they ain't throwing your fucking way.
Well, that too.
You know what I'm saying?
But I
Shit
think
like
when
that.
it came down to him, it was like physicality. He was the type of motherfucker. As soon as he caught there, he laying the wood to you.
Yeah.
You know, he on you type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
he's
he was
definitely a
definitely
football player.
he was definitely somebody you had to worry about in that
Yeah.
secondary. And that's
Yeah.
why I said I put him on that list, because when you suited up that day, you got to worry about where dog is, whether you want to or not. You got to show respect to him. He had that talent. That's plenty picks. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't give you an exact for certain number because I said I thought we was gonna skip that, but we might as well press it. But I don't have his exact number.
Yeah, name. And he came down and he got that. I give it to you, yeah, man. He definitely a Hall of Fame in my book. I feel like Jalen Ramsey is kind of the same way. If you get a ring somewhere,
He already
never
did.
slid-
The Rams. The fuck?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Then he went to the Dolphins. Yeah.
because he was on some shit team.
Right, but that ring, and
Yeah.
not only that,
Because
but he
the
was, but
ring-
not only that, he
the
was a
ring,
big
even if he
factor.
just won.
But he
Yeah.
went to, I think he went to a Super Bowl and then he won one. I think with them, maybe I think they went. But either way, they got deep one year, and you know what I'm saying.
I
But
forgot he play with the Rams for a second, and I
that
wasn't
was
sure.
the best pickup. That was the
Even
year.
right now,
That was
I'm
the
not
year
even
they
sure
said
which
fuck
team
them
he was
picks.
on.
That was the year they said fuck them picks, and they went and they paid for everything. They picked up Von Miller. They got
Von
Odell
Miller,
Beckham.
yeah.
Shit, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
they
how Von
they
got
went
his
deep.
second
Yep,
one.
they went deep in their bag that year. That's how Odell went up there and got his. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's not wrong.
Odell, yeah.
He got hurt
Yeah.
in them games, so
But he
still-
played in that Super Bowl.
Yeah, got hurt.
Yep, and got hurt in the Super Bowl.
Got hurt in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was a good team.
So, like I said, sometimes that chip,
They had some
that
weapons.
chip gives you that boost. Sometimes we can look at your individual stats, but that's championship, man. That really puts a big thing. That's why I say, man, championships matter. Don't let nobody in their life, especially if they compete in a competitive way, tell you that championships don't matter. Because they fucking matter.
That's what you play in the game for.
Either you got them or you don't. They're not the only thing that you be good. You could be a Hall of Famer and not have a championship. Well, even Hall of Famers, what do you think they talk about? Shit, at least we got that ring in '76.
I'm trying to tell you.
Shit, that's all they don't care. They got
I'm trying
1,
to tell
2,
you.
4, 8.
That
Motherfucker be
ring,
like, man, I
man.
held down a century. Like, yeah, shit, I just got my one, but we got about it up.
The ring mean it wasn't all for nothing. The ring mean all that practice and all of that shit and
All
paying
the
attention to the
injuries,
coach and all that shit.
all the film sessions.
It not only paid off, but it showed that it worked. Not just you out there, you getting a lot of points and other shit. It showed that what you did worked. You know what I'm saying? And that matters. It's showing that, that your way was the right way. You did it the right way for a second. You know what I mean? At least once. And there's a lot to be said for that, man, because there's a lot of people, man, with those type of skeletons in their closet. They thinking that they sell property. They won't never come out and admit it. But they probably thinking when they're alone sometimes, like, I know I was good, but why couldn't I get it done?
God,
It's only
they
so
do.
much that you blaming your teams and shit like that, especially when you got a couple years you may have been on a good team, you still didn't get it done and shit. That's probably gonna creep in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So for the motherfuckers who actually got it done, they did it the right way.
It's a lot of motherfuckers that were great players,
They
Hall of Fame
worked,
players.
yeah.
They just don't got that ring, man.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but shit, that's in all sports, Shit, even the Olympics, sometimes they ain't get gold. There's some great motherfucker athletes out here, them motherfuckers ain't get gold.
There's only one gold medal.
Hey,
I can dig it, but man.
sometimes you can be like Phelps and get them all, because that nigga was amazing, bro. I ain't never seen a motherfucker. That
The cheat code.
motherfucker parked off.
Man, this nigga smoked weed. How the hell was he able to hold his breath this long?
Yeah, he think he's hitting the
hilarious.
bombs.
This nigga's cold. Yeah, you gotta be strong with the lung. They with the bone hit.
Oh shit, man! Today I'm gonna do a Clues Corner because this nigga don't never be here and shit, man. About to put this nigga in the chokehold and shit when I see his black ass. But shit, man, make sure you check out Happy Gilmore too, man. I ain't checked it out personally yet, man. Heard it's decent, man. My man told me it was nice, man. So I'm gonna check it out. Make sure you try to get in theaters. Go check out that new Fantastic Four. Once again, I ain't seen it, but I heard a lot of great things about it. You know what I'm saying? So go check that out. Go check out that new Superman, because that shit was popping. I did see that. That shit was decent. That shit was decent, man. A lot of people gave it some bad reviews. I thought it was alright, man. Something new. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, make sure you go in there and go check some of it out, man. Don't be still, man. Go out here and get in this world. Check out some of these good pictures.
Do some shit.
Do
Take
something.
Lenny out. You know what I mean? Do something. In these streets. All right, man. We gonna get to the. Oh, we got one more question. Over to the questions. LeBron James. He pulled a Melo. He took the money. Is this a good idea? Should he have did that, or should he have tried to chase motherfucking rings like Kobe? Well, not chase rings like Kobe, but try to get up to 5 like Kobe. Like by taking less money, could he have maybe spread the wealth, get more players in?
I said this a long time ago. By a long time ago, I'll probably say like 8 years ago. It was no. When was Kobe with Miami?
Kobe.
Oh, my bad. When was LeBron with Miami? What was that? 08, 09?
I do not remember the number right now.
Anyways, I said at that point, it'd be dope if LeBron James went to every team he could to try to win a championship, because that would be the first time a nigga would have won multiple championships with multiple teams.
Yeah.
That would be the coldest thing, because everybody been with one team and won
Yeah.
7 or 8.
Yeah,
What if
you make it right now?
What if I went, motherfucker, to 5 different teams and won these niggas 5 different rings?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
That
What
would
could
be
you say?
cold.
That would. Nobody's
That would
ever
be
done
cold.
that, nigga.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nobody's ever done that. Would be the coldest thing ever, because I'd be like, damn, this nigga really the fucking truth,
It'd
nigga.
really be validating the move. Like KD can really validate his mercenary skills. If he would be doing that everywhere he went, he was winning. But these dudes are kind of falling short. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so the moves don't look as validating. You know what I'm saying? When he went back to Cleveland and he won just that one for Cleveland, that was validating. Because it was like Dirk's won in motherfucking Dallas.
Yeah.
Like, because Cleveland
They
just
never
don't
won
be getting
shit.
that.
They
You know what I
never
mean?
won shit, bro.
And they've been in the basement a lot, like Dallas used to be in the basement a lot.
Imagine this man, because to me, he's always had that talent, and this is more like, I think, on some leadership shit. That's why when we see like KD make his moves, it never really works out, because I think a lot of people look to KD as an on the court leader, and KD out here just being a sniper. And you know,
that's what he is.
snipers don't talk. Snipers don't
Yeah.
talk. They just do that.
Yeah.
And that nigga come through.
He's a
He's gonna look your
contract
ass
killer.
on my soul. He ain't looking to make friends.
Contract killers
and
don't
that's
speak.
that's
They
what's
take care of
crazy
business.
about him. See, but I felt like LeBron can hone some of that, because people really look to him that way sometimes, especially some of the newer generation. So that would be dope. Like if he's like, fuck the Lakers, and like went to the Clippers and got them a ring, because they had them all them old niggas, him, Harden, all them niggas. That'd be cold if he took it over there.
Yeah.
That like something like that would have been dope. Or if like he goes over to the Sixers and him, Paul George, and Embiid go for one last run, or something like that would be dope. Like niggas would be like, okay, what they got going on?
Right.
Or if he was like, you know what, Milwaukee, fuck all the bullshit. Let me get one for y'all motherfuckers. Let's get Giannis on the way out, get him some help. That's what I would like to see, because that would make sense to me to a certain degree. But will that happen? It has happened? Not in that matter. He goes to these teams, he goes and he locks in and
I
shit.
don't know what. I mean, I guess at first for Phoenix, but the second he got that, it wasn't gonna work. They took too many players. You needed to be there with Bridges, and you know what I mean. Like it took
Right.
that team is trash. It was
Phoenix one?
what the hell? Their last team last year, like they had no players on this motherfucking team. Even the big dudes, the center was gone. So now you already didn't have no
Bridges was
bench.
gone.
You know what I'm
Cam
saying?
Thompson was gone.
Now you ain't got no big man neither. They was like the smallest team in
Well,
the league.
what-
It's
what-
the dumbest shit ever.
What sucked for them is they traded off potential generational talent for current generational talent, and it didn't pan out for them. They traded a lot of picks to get Bradley Beal over there with this no
I have
fucking
no idea
this
why they
fucking-
always
no
wanna
trade
have all
clause.
these
No, but
guards.
here. You have to look out when you pick up players with these no trade clauses, because as soon as they say no, you stuck with them, and then you stuck paying them. So you got that was automatically something you had to worry about.
Yeah.
But then you're adding 2 more shooters to a team with a shooter.
Yeah.
You know, this doesn't work out, because when we have 2 seconds on the clock, I know it sounds good if we all can shoot, but somebody looking for that ball,
Yeah.
and they don't get that, they like, shit, I would have made that. I was wide open. That's what you gonna hear, regardless if you want to think that these motherfuckers buddy and all this team shit. If a motherfucker shoot and miss it, you be like, damn, I could have did that. That's exactly what you think.
And
man.
what you count and what you give up when you got 3 shooters on the floor is defense and other shit and passing ability. Because if you got 3 guys that shoot, not to say they can't do these other things, but they ain't the specialists at them other things. In the league, you need specialists. So you can have one great shooter. It'd be nice to have 2, but one of those great shooters should be great at defense or great at passing. you know what I'm saying, say he was great at passing and shooting. Then the other guy can be great at motherfucking defense.
That's how
while that
Golden
third
State
guy
worked
can
out.
just shoot.
That's how
because
Golden
you're
State
giving up
worked
too
out.
much shit.
Curry, Clay,
Yeah.
Draymond.
Yeah.
We got two
Because
motherfuckers
you're doing too much, man.
Right?
Like,
and we got defense.
like, man, 3 people is only one ball, man. You know what I'm saying? And this motherfucker, you gotta move like a unit. You know what I mean? We just watched OKC play as a team. Probably one of the best championships as far as team ball. It was a lot of shade, but they played team ball.
It was fun to watch them do that, as well as like the Pacers, who also played great team ball.
Great,
Fucking
yeah.
Timberwolves,
they played
who
even
played
better
pretty
team
good.
ball.
I thought the Timberwolves looked really good as a team. They just fell short. I thought they relied a little bit too much on Ant
They killed me. Yeah, they did.
in the
And
end.
that's how they got their head.
But Indiana,
busted.
as far as when we talking about good team ball, it felt like that championship had the 2 best team players because Indiana moved well, very well as a
Yeah,
unit.
Indiana was the best team in that month as far as playing as a team. Because
Well, OKC
they
had a team with
biggest
talent.
name, Halliburton, he's not taking as many shots as Shea is taking. They really moving that ball in Indiana. You don't know who about to fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Right,
shit crazy.
right.
I love it.
Nate
You know what
Smith.
I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah, that dude had the one game with 6 threes and shit. He hit like 3 or 4 of them in the fourth quarter.
Turner at the time was doing very well. It just
Yeah.
they just sometimes good team ball just shows, man. It doesn't matter about sometimes the overall talent, you know what I'm saying? But good team ball beats talent. And I think when we actually, back when Ginobili and Parker and all them niggas was nobodies and shit, we watched good team ball with them, orchestrate them into several championships, going to the playoffs for like 15 or 20 years in a row type shit. Like, it was crazy. I think we watched the same thing with a good Pistons team. We watched a bunch of guys who had partial games, but when they got together were complimenting each other just on great team ball. I don't think I've seen a lot of them type units in a very long time. As much as people want to sit here and talk about, the Pistons and stuff, when they moved as a unit, when they, you know what I'm saying, when they had Chauncey and Ben and all them, that was a unit. That was a fucking unit. Like, that was team ball at its best. Each other had each other's back, offense and defense.
Offense and defense. I already say that. They both on a string. It's like I'm playing with them on 2K. You know what I'm saying? You know how when you play with all 5 dudes on 2K, you look at the game in real life and somebody running off doing some other ass shit you wouldn't be doing or whatever. You know what I mean? But like when teams are on the string like that, it feel like you really can, not like I'm controlling it, but it look like they really listening to the coach. They listening to each other.
Yeah.
And they acting as one. It's gonna be hard to stop that. You know what I'm saying? They see the game way different. On the real, it ain't just Minnesota get a ball to Randall or motherfucker. I can't stand seeing that. That Minnesota team got started. OKC. I'm just giving props to OKC. They shut them down. They made them, or they shut down everything they could do. The only person that could do anything against them was Ed, and he struggled too.
Do you think this is a question that's off topic? Do you think OKC has the biggest chance of running perhaps a repeat or a dynasty because of how the unit, they are deep in the drafts, they got a lot of picks, like they could really go in and interject a few pieces. I think what they got now is they might be looking at Chet. He might be like the weak spot, if anything, because he probably had the weakest. It wasn't bad, but he had the weakest performance. But you don't want to break that up with what they got over there. But I think they're pretty much the team to look at. They're healthy.
I don't look at
there's no injuries.
The second championship the way I look at the first one. The first one, no matter how good you are, people still don't believe you can do it. So showing people like that, like, it's not that much pressure. When you the man and you supposed to be here, and you got to defend that, that's the way that you getting everybody best every night. You know what I'm saying? There's motherfuckers who didn't play in a couple days like, I think I'm good enough. I'm playing against these niggas. I'm finna bust their ass. Everybody gonna be watching this game.
Yeah.
I'm giving niggas 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, man, I don't know, man. Like, that and combined with the fact that no one got hurt on their fucking team last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nobody was fucking
Not
hurt.
even really in the playoffs. Chet,
You know what I'm
Chet
saying?
took that little ankle injury. Shea had like another, I think, like a little ankle injury. But those are things that you expect playing competition ball in the playoffs and the finals. So.
Yeah, they were good.
And they was good. They came back. That's all I'm saying. They came back.
Like, yeah, man. I just feel like that all of that combined with other teams are getting better. Other teams are getting better. You got Houston, who just acquired plenty of people to fit this same system.
And like the
that,
thing,
that
and you know,
Ime already was running over here, and was niggas was
and I
terrified
thought,
of
and I
this
thought
shit.
about that because Houston was one of the first teams I thought of as well. Like I didn't immediately think of like the Timberwolves or the Nuggets or anybody like that. The first team I thought was Houston, literally the first team. But the only thing is, and this is what we have to go back and reiterate is. The thing that they have over Houston is they've been working as a unit far longer than what Houston has. Houston's going to have to find this chemistry through ups and downs and woes and good nights and stuff still. Where this team is already battle tested. Like they went through the hardest.
Didn't Houston show you something last year on the playoff? Didn't they like prove though? I feel like
I want to say
what I seen
prove.
from them.
I liked what I saw.
I know because what
I
you
like
described it
Sabuda.
to me as Detroit. What you described it to me as Detroit. But Houston, with that coach, they so dangerous, dog. They so ready. That coach is Sengun. Sengun is a machine. That
KD.
coach is a machine. You added another
It's not
machine
that I
like
don't have
KD.
faith in it. It's not that I don't have faith in it. I gotta see the on court leadership because, like I said, a lot of people are going to be
looking. Have to be,
but
they
look,
like.
But a lot of people are going to be looking for
Patriots.
KD in these big moments. They're going to be
like
looking
that on the court, yeah,
on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
see, he got a lot of help. He
He
got
do.
a little dude from
He
Rockford,
do. But
Van Vliet.
OKC is already moving as a unit right now. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is like these guys in hard times, they know who they can lean at. They've been down 15 in the playoffs already and had to bounce back. They done been down 2-1 and had to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Like they ready like that and they healthy. Like these guys still gotta find that sense of urgency that within themselves. And I feel like sometimes KD is gonna have them good nights, but he's gonna have a little bit more poor nights than good nights. I know he's a sniper, he can get what he wants, but we have to move as a unit. Sometimes there's gonna be shots taken that should be kickouts to other motherfuckers. Instead of you shading, it should be a Shingunda going down there and working his ways where you stand at perimeter. Are you gonna be able to work in some of these units like that? I think he is, but I think there's gonna be ups and downs of it. I don't think they're gonna start out with that record. I still think they come in as like an 8 or a 7 seed. You know what I'm saying? I can see them.
7?
Yeah, because I see
There
them.
was a 2 seed last year.
Yeah, but that's not necessary. You changed up a lot of things.
That's true.
And there's a lot, like you said, there's a lot of other teams. But there's a lot of other teams that's getting worse too, potentially, because the Nuggets could take a step back too. And I feel like they might end up being down there too. So, because if Joker ends up leaving and going to another team,
What's
that's a
tripped out
reset.
is, I think what you actually just described with KD is actually what was going on with Jalen Green.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a shot he passed it out instead or something. But like, hey man, I feel like sliding KD and actually just make that team work better offensively. He was never KD's not the guy to take shots he ain't supposed to take. And he just good enough.
He's just a shooter. I'm not saying it not supposed to take him, but a shooter gonna shoot, right? Right. That's always been kind of like, instead of working the play, he gonna shoot that ball because that's what that nigga do, man. But he said, shit, he had chased and get the 5 rings. Hell yeah, he should have Kobe. He should have chased the Kobe and got that shit, man. I'm trying to get rings.
Absolutely.
Anyways, going on to our next segment, man. Old school versus new school, man. David Thompson versus Donovan Mitchell, man. Who was the overall better player? Just gonna shout out some career stats real quick, man. Donovan Mitchell for a career average points was 24.7. As a career game high, he had 71. I believe that was against the Bulls. That's what I don't like, dog.
Exactly.
David Thompson's career high or career average was 22.1 points per game, and his highest career game was 73 points. Who was the better overall scorer? I'll kick this off. I'm going to have to go Donovan Mitchell, man. When we talk about being an elite scorer in today's game, this man's a sniper. This man shoots like a motherfucker, man. His 3-ball is amazing right now, and he can get to the mid-range. That is the only edge. David Thompson was an amazing motherfucking player, man. He can get to his spots within the paint and all that type of stuff. He had a nice little mid-range shot. I give Donovan Mitchell the edge because of the three ball game and the uses of the three. No more, no less. It's yeah, he had all 73, but that was all inside the arc, I believe. I mean, he might have had a three, but Donovan Mitchell, the way this man shoots and kicks up that motherfucking rock and hits some game shot, it's I couldn't put David Thompson up there. I'm sorry. Scoring, point scoring.
That is interesting too, because there was no 3-point line at that time, and he was shooting. At least a couple of them had to be, you know what I'm saying, a three. So actually, that's probably more than what that was. Considering that, it really makes me want to say David Thompson. The problem is, for me, it's the handle. It's the handle for me at Donovan Mitchell. That's underrated about his game, man. He got a nice, man. He got a nice handle, bro. I don't think Dave was handling that ball the way motherfucking Donovan is, dog. Like that's the one thing that stands out about his game to me, because they both can shoot a little bit, and they both athletic as a motherfucker getting to the rack. You know, honestly, you know, it's very neck and neck. You know, it's really just pick your poison, like who I guess is your favorite guy. But like, if there's one person that has a skill set in any way that I feel like edges the other person out, it's the handle, man. For Donovan and me, I gotta pick Donovan. Although I really don't like dude, because he scored a lot of points on us, man. I haven't fucked with him since that day.
Yeah, it was a downer for me. You worked your way up on a lot of my lists. But man, when we talk about scoring, man, it got to be that shot to me. This man's shot is one of the most elite shots in the game right now. You know, and he can get to it whenever he wants to and shit. I've seen him do it a little bit more.
He get hot with that shit.
So that's what it is, and it really comes on the volume of shots. I don't think David Thompson was taking a lot of these shots. This man's jacking up a lot more shots from the back of the hand, but 73 points in one game is nuts, but that's a lot of free throws probably and everything. But I put everything in the factor. It's really just a shot. So I think it's just really Donovan Mitchell with the edge of that shot.
All twos. He's busting their ass with the all twos.
All right, man. Into one of the last segments of the evening, man. Our top 10 question. Name the top 10 players in the 2010 through the 2020s.
I was really hoping your man was going to be here for this list, man. It's the second week in a row he dodged my disrespect. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's unintentional. He ain't even know, but I would definitely disrespect him to his list. He was definitely going to be tripping off the shit I said. Number 10 for me, I'm going Melo, man. Melo was really, if he'd have called one ring, he could have been as high on this list as motherfucking like 4 or some shit. Definitely top 5 at least, like. But he never won nothing, so, but he got to be on the list. He was an animal.
Damn, man, it was kind of hard, man, because I at 10, like I wanted to sneak in D Rose, man, but it's like I don't know if that nigga was injured.
Right,
if he was coming back up, because I remember his little stint with the Knicks.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Dog was still, you know what I'm saying? He was still burning, but he had his little ups and downs. So I think I might have to just I might just have to follow.
He was an MVP though while we talking, but
Right, but I might just have to follow through and just go with Giannis on that one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Go with Giannis.
That makes sense. I'm going Tim number 9 for me.
Who?
Tim Duncan.
In 2010?
Oh, you won this last one in what, 2012 or 14? Yeah, he was still winning.
That's your number 9?
Yeah.
Let me see. Number 9 for me, man. I had to really think about this, man. Let me see. Number 9.
I'm about to go drink a lot of beer.
Shit, let me get Melo then. Fuck it. I go Melo.
Hey, man. Melo should be on this list. Anywhere. Motherfucking rank him high as hell if they want to me. But, shit, number 8. Gotta go champ. 3-time champ, D-Wade. You got 3 of them things.
Shit, number 8 for me. Shit, man. I still gotta go Tim Duncan too, man.
Yeah, Tim there.
I definitely
He
gotta
gotta
go
get
10
his
though.
respect. He wasn't gone yet.
Nah.
And they was a team to be reckoned with.
I think
You
a
know
lot
what
of
I'm
people be slighting my man, dog, and just, dog was a solid motherfucker, man. He just
Yeah.
had a very boring
saying?
game.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it
But
is.
you couldn't stop it. He was a very frustrating person, like on offense and defense. So
Even when he was old, that motherfucker was out there giving you 10 and 10 and 12 and 10 and shit like this. You would still rather have him on your team than somebody else giving you 12 and
that's a
10.
fact.
His 12 and 10 is high IQ and it's winning basketball. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else's 12 and 10 is just some empty calorie ass shit. You know what I mean? It ain't even affecting winning or no shit, nothing like it. Like, this nigga won a championship, nigga, when he wasn't at his best. You know what I mean? He got older. Yeah, Tim is that dude, man. Gotta give him his respect. But he was old, so that's why he low as hell on the list. But
Come
yeah.
on, so
Next up for me, shit. I got Klay Thompson, man.
ooh.
Klay Thompson.
And that was at 8?
You said what?
What number was that?
What's that? It's that 7. That's 7.
Yeah, 7. You
Yeah.
play at 7.
Uh,
At 7, man. I gotta put Westbrook.
I feel you. I thought
I gotta
about
put
dog,
Westbrook,
too.
man.
I
What-
really wanted
What's
to.
the one thing about Westbrook
Yeah,
I always
man,
tell you?
listen.
I've never seen Dog really have like a dynamic injury. Knock on wood. Dog has
Yeah.
always been one of the
He
most
was-
healthiest players like I've ever seen.
He got not the one time when Patrick Beverly ran into that motherfucker. He was mad as hell at Patrick Beverly for that shit. He probably still mad to this day at Patrick Beverly for that shit. He got over the shit. They even played together on the Lakers, I think that team was.
Mhm.
But yeah, he even got over the shit. But even when they was on that team for a second,
They didn't like
was
each other.
wondering, do y'all really
No, they
like
didn't like each other
shit?
still.
Yeah, man, because he
Mhm.
ran into that motherfucker. That's the only time Russ ever been injured. Is when he ran into him and he was calling time out. So like, dude, you actually doing too much, but you know,
That shit go.
whatever. Who was your 7? Who's that? Did you say 7?
Westbrook.
Westbrook. Yup.
Yeah.
I was thinking right. He ain't make my list. Kobe didn't make my list. You said 2 didn't make my list already. That's cool though. So our list ain't exactly the same.
Facts.
I'm going Chris Paul at number 6. And that nigga never won the big one. But he won more playoff games than even like Melo. Like Melo was cold. Any effect changed and he helped your team win, but not in the playoff really. He ain't have no playoff runs. Chris Paul did though.
Chris
With
Paul
Houston.
has some. No, not even just with Houston. With Charlotte too.
Yeah, with Charlotte. Everywhere he went,
Yeah,
he
nice
was in the
little run.
playoffs. He won some games.
It's just tough.
In every city, even Oklahoma City, not just the Clippers. In Oklahoma City, and we went to Hornets. This motherfucker actually, you know what I'm saying, won some playoff games. He won probably more playoff games with the Hornets and with Oklahoma City. No, I can't say that Melo did, because Melo been playing. He be making the playoffs. They just never win.
They didn't have a unit around Melo because he was taking all the money.
I mean, man, Stoudemire, shit.
All right, man. He was in and out rotation, and his goodness is there. But by the time he get to the playoffs, he be hurt.
Melo is that good, man, offensively. Well, all you do need is defense and a couple players who
That's
can
a
get
fact.
a couple baskets in a couple ways. You know what I mean?
So that was your 6.
Yep, that was 6. Chris Paul.
6 for me, man. James Harden. James Harden was.
I thought about that.
James
too.
Harden was he's arguably one of the best shooters
He one
of
of
our
the best two
area.
guys.
But
He's arguably one of the best 2 guys in the history of the NBA.
the stats that he's pulled off, arguably, that's what I'm saying. The stats that he's pulled off during the regular season, especially his stint with Houston, especially his time with the Thunder, you know what I'm saying?
Houston.
This man has literally like revolutionized the game and how to like shot create.
This
So-
nigga was getting 40-point triple doubles.
Man, that's
nothing.
man.
He
Listen,
getting 30-point triple doubles, 40-point
so many
doubles.
times he was supposed to get MVP and got snubbed, and
Man.
I just gotta put him on there because like that's a big memory.
He got it though. He got it.
That's a big memory though, you know, him getting snubbed a few of them years, especially on that Rocket squad, man. But Dog is just a great shooter, man, and he just can't do shit for you in the playoffs, man. If you have to rely on this nigga in the playoffs, you gonna lose, nigga. That's just what it is, nigga. I watched this nigga. Him and Westbrook are the only 2 players in the NBA who average the most motherfucking turnovers per playoff game. Like shit, they average like damn near like 8.
No, I just heard that the other day. James Harden in the playoffs. It's only what is it? when you got more turnover or as many turnovers as points in a motherfucking game. James Harden had 35. The next was with, LeBron James with 9, and then it was like Steph with 5, and like somebody else with like 3 or some shit. Right,
35 is the
gap, 35, and then they had a stat before that. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what that motherfucking stat was, but it basically, only making 5 field goals, and then they said 5 field goals. It was like 4 field goals, 5 field goals, and 6 field goals in the game, and it was just a fucked up stat where dog led this list too. James Harden with 5 made field goals in the game was the least amount of field goals made in a game. Some shit he had, how many games like that? It was, he had like 20 games where he only made like 5 field goals. That's what it was. And LeBron James was like next in line again, or like second after that, some shit like that. He had like the number was like they're single digits. It's like 5 games. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a big ass gap between, you know what I'm saying, between James Harden and whoever the fuck is in second place on these playoff lists when he's talking about bad games. This dude is gonna have just as many turnovers as points in these games, and or this dude is gonna have games where this motherfucker only made 5 fucking shots, bro.
Right.
Like he keep doing this is a trend. It's happened 35 times and it's happened 20 times. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, man, this dude is majorly undependable. That's why he didn't make my list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but I did it just for the simple fact.
Yeah, because
like,
he cold. Yeah, he cold as hell. This motherfucker was dropping 30-point triple doubles. I was like, damn. Because, you know, Russ was getting them triple doubles at the time, and then James chimed in, and I'm like, damn, he look kind of colder because he getting 30 with it like a score.
Yeah.
Then I seen him getting 40 with it. Then I seen this nigga get a 50-point triple double. I'm pretty sure I seen it, bro. I'm like, oh my God, this nigga, he's taking this to a whole new level. And at that point in time, that's when they started making the Michael Jordan comparisons. Because at this time, this nigga was averaging somewhere around 36, 37. It was around 36 points a game. Like for the season. He was around 36. Shit, Mike did 37. Shit, this is comparable, but the way he was getting the call, though.
Yeah.
Like, motherfuckers who really play ball, we knew, like, nah, Mike is jumping over niggas' heads, bro. This is an aerial assault. They call this man air. This nigga is barely jumping off the floor. He's dipping his arm under your arms while you playing defense and then taking your arm up with him and throwing the shot up. Get the fuck out of here. That's why you ain't good in the motherfucking playoff, because the ref ain't gonna let you do that shit in the playoff.
That shit ain't consistent in the
You the
playoffs.
only game on.
What's your number 5?
Motherfucker. You the only game on in the playoffs. Everybody watching your game. They ain't finna sit up here and kill the brand with that bullshit. My number 5, man, I got Kawhi, man. You know what I mean? That's tough, man. He the one with San Antonio. Then he went over to Toronto and man, basically played savior. He more of a mercenary than motherfucking KD, because he wanted 2 places. KD just came and basically rode the bandwagon over here, although he was a catalyst. But he came over here to something that was already established. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's straight, but he got both his 2 there. Kawhi, man, took this shit on the road.
My number 5 is KD. I put KD at 5 just because of what he had to do and who he had to get around in order to get to where he needed to be, and that's basically the only reason. And for the simple fact is, when I see KD on other teams where that he could be the leader of and could get something together, they all just burst. That Phoenix team was atrocious. That Brooklyn team was just ugly. And, I mean, we could keep going on, but we just don't see the final version of that. So I gotta put him up there. You know what I'm saying? You know, just ahead of there. You know, he's the leader of what he does, but I've never seen him be a true winner until he got around some other winners.
Shit, number 4 for me, guess what? It's K motherfucking D, nigga. Straight up, like you said, man, he made that shit work. And we can say all that. I was just talking shit 1 second ago, I'm just joking. But like, same point in time, though, yeah, he went to Golden State to something that was established. But not only was he the motherfucking MVP in the finals both of those years when they won, but he went and showed the world that what he do work. You can put him in any system. That's what he showed us. Yeah, that shit was working. He was looking good in OKC, but they was kind of all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You can put him in any structured system, any motherfucking system, and he gonna give you the same amount of motherfucking points. And he showed you he can do it to the tune of a championship level. They of course wasn't none of that other shit. Never his fault. He is a winner, and guess what? If anything is his fault, it's winning. Then he did it another time. Then he did it back to back. So yeah, KD 4 on my list.
Shit. My number 4. My number 4 gonna have to be Klay Thompson. I think Klay Thompson is arguably probably one of the best shooters, pure shooters I've seen.
Yeah. And I predicted he was gonna be Steph in that motherfucking 3-point shootout that year. That shit.
I've always liked Klay game, and I think he had a nice little dominant reign when he was healthy.
Mm-hmm. And he played defense. He was a two-way player.
That's what I really
just tripped out because it wasn't no shit like that back in the day. Everybody played both sides of the ball.
Especially if he was a shooter.
But yeah, you know what I mean? But the dude was 6'7", he was strong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he played both sides of the floor.
Number 3 on you.
Number 3, shit. Oh, you talking about Kobe? You talking about Kobe? He went to the finals 3 times in 3 years in a row? Yeah, I'm going with Kobe. Yeah, got 2 of them dreams. Yeah.
At number 3?
That dude. Oh yeah, he's third best.
Number 3 for me, Steph Curry.
Steph Curry. Okay.
I think Steph is the best generational shooter we have ever seen bless the game.
Mm-hmm.
In my eyes, how I see it really going out, it'll probably end up being Curry, Klay, Ray, so on and so forth. That's how I can kind of see it playing out right now.
For me, I'm throwing Larry still number 1 because I've never seen him shoot 10 threes in a game.
But
I feel like he gave him 10 threes every game.
The thing about the thing about that with Larry is Larry played in a generation where the threes wasn't the most important part of the game.
Very true.
This guy is playing well beyond the 3 line. Like, they had a stat one year that he made more threes the further he got away from the 3 line, which is mean you're shooting from an unknown territory that hasn't even been touched yet, and motherfuckers can't even step up because they're not expecting that. You are shooting from damn near 28 feet away type shit. Like, this is crazy stats. Crazy stats. So, and you're doing consistently. We're not talking about just like a 1 every 3 game. We're talking about like maybe 5 fucking games. Like, this is different. Ray wasn't shooting from that. He was, but he wasn't. There was a certain area he had corners, shit like that. He was on that 3 line back. He was consistent with his. But this motherfucker has probably one of the biggest ranges consistently I've ever seen of any shooter. Any shooter. The range on this motherfucker is stupid.
It is.
It's stupid. This motherfucker hitting from logos and shit. This is stupid consistently. I'd be sick as shit.
The only reason why I don't put Steph over Larry Bird is because of nerves. I feel like nerves. Because I just feel like Larry Bird is just a cold-hearted, assassin-ass, dog-ass motherfucker, man.
It's two bills, 2 different mental types. They play the game in 2 different types of ways. But when I look at just pure shooting, like a shooter, I think of Larry Bird because I know how cold he is. He's one of them niggas who can call it with his left. But Steph Curry is a one-time generational shooter. This nigga is shooting threes out the stands, nigga. This nigga is doing the same type of shots that Dog is doing, but just from further away. That's all I'm saying. The range on this man is crazy. This man is doing full court threes. Like, I'm not saying Larry could call a left off the backboard, off the top of the shot clock, drop, hit it, kick it, do like that and go in. He knew this shit. He knew 2 steps here, come right. This nigga's dropping from fucking 80 feet away. There's a difference. I'm not saying Larry ain't that nigga, and I feel the nerves, but the range on this motherfucker is different. This is the difference between an AK and a sniper. Shit, this is a different type of hit. Like
we just never seen Larry practicing that shit because
True.
of what they did.
True.
Exactly. When Larry came up playing basketball, it wasn't even a 3-point line.
Right. It wasn't utilized like that to where it is like this. This is a weapon now.
There was no 3-point line. We got to look it up to see when the 3-point line came in the first year was Pistol Pete's last year in the league, and Pistol Pete played
78?
with the Celtics. No, I feel like Larry may have been on the team.
It was 78.
No, Larry didn't get there until like 80 or 79, 90 or 79, 80 or 80, 81. He played that championship game in 79 with Magic. When Magic beat him and shit in 79. Or that's
the only reason why that nigga made my shit though. Cause that's
I'm
how
fucking these years up.
I feel like
dog
was up there. That's how I gotta put him up.
Yeah.
What he was doing from that 3-point line was ridiculous.
Yeah. I give him credit to be the best shooter of all time stuff though.
Yeah.
I ain't making no dumbass argument. Like, I'm just talking about, like,
no, he
if
is.
I could choose a shooter.
No, but he is, though. He's basically blowing out the water.
He is the best shooter. The stats are there. He got all the stats to prove it, first of all. Second of all, I seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's a machine. He's stupid. But, number 2 for me, I got LeBron James, man. You know what I'm saying? What he was able to do,
Who's your
going to
3?
the finals. My 3 was Kobe.
Oh yeah. Okay.
My 2 is LeBron James, man. You know, he the king, man. You gotta go through this dude because for a very long time he was about to be in the finals. Even when he was losing with Cleveland. When he took his shirt off and he lost and he got motherfucking swept by motherfucking San Antonio, that's embarrassing, but guess when it happened? In the finals. You know what I'm saying? So for a very long time, he was a problem to go through. Why motherfuckers act like, oh man, we wasn't worried about him. You know, KG and them sound, and I love them niggas, KG and all them. You know what they sound like when they sound like that? They sound like the Detroit Pistons, Isaiah Thomas and them. No, but when we was doing our thing, man, get your ass up out of here, man. You talking about this young pup at the time. don't compare that, because they were all, well, Mike Lawson, everybody. Yeah, nigga, that was his motherfucking 3rd year in the league. Of course, he's gonna lose to the team that went on to be considered to be the best team in NBA history. That team with Bill Walton coming off the bench as the 6th man of the year is in contention with best team in NBA history. Is in top 5. It's top 5. You know what I'm saying? So like, come on, man. Of course, Michael Jordan, young ass, lost to them the same way LeBron James. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, whooped by the Spurs.
You know what I mean? Got whooped by
them.
You know what I mean? But he made it all the way to the finals. So look who he did beat.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because he did beat the Celtics and he did beat the Pistons. These are niggas who won the championship. You know what I'm saying? Dog, what the fuck? He was kind of alright. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, he was catching them niggas. I'm
trying to tell you. And then think about all the motherfuckers younger than him and shit, like DeMar DeRozan and shit, who never beat this motherfucker in the playoffs. Like, it's a whole bunch of like, you was on that Toronto team, you ain't never beat this nigga. He was beating y'all every year.
He was scraping y'all motherfuckers easily. Shit, the Bulls too.
Yep.
He was coming giving the Bulls fits. I remember part of the reason D Rose ain't get a little further and shit. Nigga, they was supposed to take it 1 year when he was healthy.
See? And I wasn't even talking about the Miami years. Of course they won all of them. Like, this dude, he went back to Cleveland again. Always in the motherfucking finals. This dude went to the finals like 9 years in a row or some shit.
Yeah, that nigga had a little run. I think number 2, LeBron for me too, man. I can't even lie, man. LeBron gotta get number 2 for me, man. He went on probably a nice little stint, especially young LeBron. I think a lot of people may look at like the current LeBron, but young LeBron was a phenom. This man was 18 years old, putting fits on grown ass niggas, and they just couldn't stop the athleticism. Like, he wasn't a great shooter, but he could get to shots that made sense and he could work. And he took a lot of teams that probably wasn't ready to go to the places they went, and that has to be an honorable set. You know, granted, they lost to some great teams coming out the fucking West, like, you know, fucking Spurs or some shit. The Spurs are a great fucking team. Like, this was a whole team. Like, they wasn't nobody to be fucked with. So, he had some good battles, man, but he had to go to Miami to go find out himself, and then come back to a team that had a couple new pieces and win it. But he struggled along the way like anybody. Like, if anything should be appreciated, is this man's career. You know what I'm saying? This man has had a full career. He has won, he has lost. That's what playing basketball is about. So I think a lot of people should just appreciate that. I think we always get caught up in that.
Until he gone.
And that's what I said too.
Nobody get credit while they hear his shit.
But everybody want to get caught up in GOAT debates and stuff like that, and I think that takes away from people's real, like, true careers. They sit here and put your stats against another great stats all the time.
Like, man, hold on. Like,
just look what I did.
But that is what sports is, though, too.
To a certain degree.
To
a certain degree.
Be the best at things.
But there's people who have excelled at their career. There's people like the Jerry West and stuff like that, who's been there a bunch of time and only won a little bit, and he's the face of the NBA. That's the story of this winning. You have to lose to win something.
That's the game.
But the man is won.
That's the game.
But the man
that's
is won.
That's crazy.
That's the game.
I like how you said that shit, though. Like, that's what this game is all about. Jerry West being the logo is crazy because he actually lost a million times in the fucking
fight. A million fucking times.
And only won once. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing that made this man incredible is this the first nigga to ever be MVP of a motherfucking series and shit and lose. Like, that shit's fucking crazy to me. I don't even know how that happens. Even the other team was like, damn, nigga, you got off. Like, you did your motherfucking thing, dog. And get MVP.
Like me. You know
MVP. Like, we won as a team. Like, how many you have? 8. This nigga had 56. But they lost the free throws. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole bench had 15. Like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right. This has never happened. This is never heard of, nigga. This
West is a bad man.
Yeah, right.
And those motherfuckers don't understand because they think everybody was a plumber or some shit.
But
this dude is like 6'6", 6'7".
Career.
Coming down here just, man, he killing the jump shot, bro.
We talking
about you can't stop this nigga from shooting these goddamn jump shots.
We talk about Shaq, you know what I'm saying, have this illustrious career with Orlando and the Lakers, but we tend to forget about the Suns, the Celtics, the Cavaliers, what other teams he played for Miami.
Cavaliers.
Man, he played for a whole. No, hold on, man. He played. Man, Suns. I did say the Suns. Man, he played for a bunch of teams, man.
Celtics.
Yeah, a bunch of teams. I think he even got a Sacramento in there one time, type shit. Like dead ass. He was all over the place, man. But we don't talk about those years. But it was a whole career, though. He lived a whole fucking career. That's the game, man. That's where you get to see the the longevity of the game to me sometimes. Yeah. So what's that number one looking like?
My number one, nigga, the 2010s, Steph motherfucking Curry, nigga, the goddamn shelf. Nigga, what? Nigga, you seen what he did when he did it? Look out here. Man, hold on, man. Did he win all of his rings in the 2000s? No, he won one in 2020.
Yeah, he did. He did.
The Celtics. When the Celtics just folded, them niggas just folded.
I mean, Curry and them, hey, that's a unit though. And the thing about I think the Golden State Warriors is just we watched a dynasty, and then you can only see stuff like that once in a while. And after that, people get old, injuries in the forming, teams, fluctuate. We really supposed to be looking at, Jordan Poole stepping up and being like the next one to step in for Clay.
That's
but
what
there was, there
was
supposed to be things at play that just didn't pan out, and that's the story of the game as well. You know what I'm saying? The unexpected. We sit here and we talk about the expected all draft picks and who's going to come in and free agencies and stuff, but we fail to realize about structural issues. People don't get along with coaches or along with each other. Some guys not feeling the locker room. They just don't give it at all. Bad attitudes, and shit like that. And shit like that that'll fuck up you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Get together. We fans of y'all. We trying to see the best product on the floor.
Right. But I think that's kind of what affected them going forward with that. Now they've been trying to pick up the pieces here and there and stuff, and they got Jimmy, but now Draymond possibly hits.
That got really weird too. Is anybody gonna talk about what the fuck Jimmy Butler was doing in them playoffs? Hey man. This nigga wasn't even shooting the ball, man. What's going on, man?
That nigga was hurt.
What the fuck just happened?
That nigga was hurt.
Yeah.
I think that nigga was hurt.
Man, somebody tell me
he wasn't
something.
playing, but he wasn't playing like him. I think he was hurt.
What the fuck?
Because he had came down hard on his hip too. You know what I'm saying? I think I think he was low key trying to fight through some shit, and he just, you know, he tried.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
But we know Jimmy to play a little better, and I think he.
Oh.
But he fights. He fights through shit. He's you know what I'm saying. I give him credit for that. So.
Okay, I need to know something, man. I was weirded out. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I think he was struggling like Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, that's the Caitlin Clark struggle.
I'm gonna play.
Right
I'm gonna try to get y'all in, but 30%.
When you hurt, you hurt.
48%.
Sometimes you need to sit out and shit. It's the playoff for fam. You have
Right.
to go.
I gotta go, nigga. I've been on the bike for 3 hours, nigga. I've been out here running up downs, trying to get loose. Come on, nigga. I'll be in the gang, coach.
Run up, down. That's some bullshit.
I've been out here shooting for 45 minutes and shit. I'm feeling loose, man. You better let me in this bitch.
Get some shots.
Shit. Who gonna do it better? All right, then. Look at that. Who you gonna put in? Wiggins? All right, put me in. Right.
Wow, disrespectful.
Shit, in comparison, yeah. I mean, shit, that one nigga's a lot
No,
better.
Wiggins ain't even on the team no more. He with the Miami.
Not no more? Right.
Yeah, they got traded for each other. Oh, yeah, no, this ain't gonna put it in Wiggins. Yeah, there you go. Hey, we go number one, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
It's Kobe, nigga.
Yeah,
It's gotta be
exactly.
Kobe, man. I don't know why the fuck we even fucking
Nigga
around.
went
It's
to
Kobe
3
beat
finals,
fucking
you know what I'm
Bryant,
saying?
bro.
Won
This
2 of them and shit.
Bro,
Yeah.
this nigga was-
without Shaq.
Bro, this nigga's
Yeah.
a dog, bro. And then, no, but
Yeah.
I give Kobe a lot of credit for some other things I don't think. There were some years that the Lakers were assy and had nobody, and Kobe was still making them a competitive
Yeah.
team. And there was leadership and shit. They just didn't want to follow dog because he runs with an iron thumb. And that's what winning does to you sometimes. You'll get a crowd of guys, whatever. But I remember Kobe's tribute year and that nigga's last game, and that nigga's last game was amazing. That nigga came in and did this thing, man. So I give it to Kobe, you know, for all the little attributes he did, man. You know, he's a definite a reflect on the game, man. Like I still say, niggas are still going to Kobe Bryant camps.
Man.
There's only two camps that I've ever been that's ever been legendary in my life that was like, damn, we gotta get to this camp, nigga. And it was at Michael Jordan camp. Because if you ever made it to a Michael Jordan camp, nigga, you made it, nigga. You was the creme de la creme, nigga. They don't just even take everybody else. You just out here, nigga. They be like, they'll look at you like, they'll make a layup, like, see your shot, like, nah, he can't come back to this camp no more. Or if you do, you gotta pay $2,000. Like, we not finna just do this.
You can't even come back to this gymnasium.
All my life.
You ain't
Unless you
like
got
go
$2,000 in
with
hand,
it.
this nigga's terrible. Like we got this, like,
Bring
and
your
even
cousins and shit.
then it was like $2,000. Like mind you, like
yeah.
cash. Like they want this shit at the door. And then you know what I'm saying, you really gotta think about them Kobe camps. Them Kobe camps was turning them young motherfucking studs out to be all-star players. And everybody who was going to them Kobe camps was like AD, KD, Tatum, Brown, shit like that. Like, come on, man. These niggas was going to, right, come on, let's keep it a buck. All the niggas that are potential stars in the league today, and they got game. So these are the niggas that reflect the, you know, of the series. Like, and, you know, you don't see nobody and do no shot. You don't see nobody wanting to go to the LeBron camp. You know what I'm saying? There's no camp to do. There's no fundamentals. I'm just saying, his game is, he plays a very style of game. And there's nothing shot at him, but it's a very style of game. It's his style. But it's his style. Sometimes niggas got their own style that's a little unorthodox. You know what I'm saying? Giannis is the same way.
Yeah.
Giannis is a very style to character dude. It ain't like he got a super bag. You know what I'm saying? If he did have a bag, he'd be deadly. But let's be honest, this nigga and LeBron have similar type games to a certain fucking degree. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it a buck, nigga. Them going one-on-one would be amazing.
Bull in China shop.
You funny as fuck. He said Bull in China. Who can finish better?
You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. That's hilarious. All right, man. We done chopped it up on the, that was a, what was that list called, man? The 2010s. Best players. Ranked from 10 to 1. I mean, you know what time it is, man. It's the Trade Yourself segment of the night, man. I got a tripped out one this evening. Bear with me here. This is kind of a little list, man. This shit get a little funny here. In honor of our man Hulk Hogan, I'm a trade him. You know, we fucked with him, but you know, I'm a trade him. You know, not nothing harsh.
Damn,
I'm gonna keep it light. I'm gonna keep it real light. these are the motherfucking top lies that this motherfucker ever told.
That's hilarious,
because
bro.
apparently this nigga's
told so many,
like
bro. So many.
Dog. I didn't know he was telling all these lies and shit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna get into no other racist bullshit, nothing like that.
We ain't gonna do all that.
You know what I mean?
That's hilarious.
They said they wanted him to be. He said that they wanted him to be in Metallica. Then James Hetfield said he never met this nigga.
Funny as fuck.
The second one is he said he wrestled 30. So he wrestled 370 days a year because he crossed the international date line.
What?
Man, don't even try to figure that out. This nigga lying. He said he fought Pride fighters in the 70s when Pride fights weren't established until 1997. You said he partied with John Belushi after WrestleMania in 1986, and John died in 1982. He claimed Mike Tyson was afraid to work with him, and he had to cancel a program he had with him in WWF because Mike lost the fight. You know what I'm saying? He also said he was supposed to be with the UFC when it launched. That was whatever, never heard that shit either. He said Elvis was a Hulkamaniac, and Elvis died obviously before Hulk was ever
that's
around.
fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah, and he also said that he was not a steroid user.
Mm.
But yeah, man, Hulk funny the motherfucker, man. You betrayed him, man, respectfully.
Yeah, that nigga was a lying ass motherfucker, dog.
Yeah, he like
He
a
sold
lie.
the show.
That shit is hilarious.
Shit, man. I went to do this for the leader, man. It's gonna have to be Trump this motherfucking week, man. I hate to have to make this nigga a repeat guy, man, but this motherfucker is wildin', bro. This guy literally referred and said his name isn't in them Epstein files, and we know damn well his name is all over the Epstein files. If you know anything about your guy Trump, let's keep it a buck. This man's name is all through these files. Now, what you were, involved with can be gray area, but let's be for real. As soon as this dude's name was mentioned, he started mentioning up other Democrats and other politicians' names as like, they were there, so they were there too, and they were there, which basically is saying that if you know they were there, you were there.
How would you know?
So you should really know when you're trying to deny something and say something. If I was you, I would just say, yeah, I know the guy. We had ties and stuff. I just wasn't doing the stuff he was doing, and just make it at ease. But eventually, it's gonna come out that you are in these files, and then you're gonna look like once again a big fat fucking liar. Once again, man. Trade yourself, man, because you all in them goddamn files. You just don't want to come clean, man. It ain't like you can get impeached for it. This shit's all over and done with. You can just say your involvement. Nothing is going to happen to this man. If he comes out and say he was out there doing that, nobody is going to impeach this man about things that happened 8 to 10 years ago. Nobody.
Up the case anyway.
But nobody's. I'm just sorry. And I know we don't want to hear this, and I know what's going on. But trade yourself, man. You lying once again, and we can just see through the lies, man. Call a spade. Be for real, man.
That shit be obvious, man. But shit, man, that's another one in the books, man. You know what I'm saying? Old heads. I don't know if we got a couple shout outs you want to give.
Oh, man, we always got to give shots out. We got to give shots to Fred, man.
All day, Fred. Over the press break, man. Catch him over there on Monitor Street. Monitoring Rose Street, north side of La Crosse. We got all the Chicago food, you know what I'm saying? The dogs, all that stuff. We'll check them out. Good friend of ours.
Yeah, man. You also know we got to give a big shout out to our brother Focus, man, from Breath of Fresh, man. They also got little egg rolls they selling on Saturdays, man. So make sure you go in there and check them out, man. I got some in the crib currently, man. The motherfuckers is fire.
Right.
No lie. They Flower doing her thing, man. I really appreciate that shit, man. So make sure you go check him out on Saturdays and lock in with him. Go get you a fresh little set of them egg rolls, man. Come up off some of that money. Also go and check out our brother JV on the Closet Fifth and King, man. Going out and getting those retro shoes. Also, our brother Focus Breath of Fresh too. Get your retros there. Go get some cleaning. I got some things he working on right now and stuff. And I'm gonna send y'all the pictures, and man, make sure you come fuck with me. Matter of fact, I'll wear them. Come show you. He's gonna hook me up like he normally do, man. So make sure you check him out, man. Show some love, man. Other than that, man, I think give a big shit out to our guy in Winona, man, Marcus Webb, man, Captain Kush. If you in the Winona area, you need some work done, or work as in artwork. You know what I'm saying? You know how to put some stuff together for you, custom made stuff too, or you just looking to buy some nice little clothing, some t-shirts to support the brother, man. Make sure you check him out, man.
They long, all day strong.
Yeah.
Shit, old heads, man. We up out of here, man. It's your boy Bills.
Hey man, it's your boy Hendo G, aka French Loaf, aka the man to be smoking that stuff, man. Shout out to the leader, man. We got one for you.
Yes, sir.
No, really,
That's so
ain't no
funny,
head,
dog.
no cone, tell
I never
us
knew
who's
the
my
problem.
favorite.
I never knew the problem.
That's
That's
the
the problem.
We come on those days to the team at the bar
This
place.
was the problem the
Like,
whole
here's
motherfucking
podcast.
time. Shit.
Yo, from what's going on, this is not being woman. The whole here's podcast.
Funny,
Yo,
man.
let's go.